Someone once said that a room without books is like a body without a soul, and a city without a library is like a graveyard. I say that a city without many libraries is like a graveyard. Every society that is serious about developing and educating people builds great libraries. Check out this library. It's called the Library of Birmingham. It was built with 189 million pounds, which is over 49 billion naira. It houses a collection of 1 million books. It has more than 200 public access computers, theaters, an exhibition gallery, and music rooms. There are 11 state-owned public libraries in Lagos State, and they are poorly funded. When I say poorly funded, I mean less than 10 million naira per annum. But there are also privately owned public libraries, and one of them is where I'm standing right now. It's the Gani Fawehinmi Gallery and Library. Chief Gani Fawehinmi, during his lifetime, was most known as a human rights activist and lawyer. But he also had a passion for reading. He had a passion for books and documentation. And because of that, he had a vision to build a library where people from all walks of life can come in, read, study, and even think. And on the basis of that, he built this fantastic library behind me. In today's episode, we'll be showing you our experience while visiting the library. Please join us after this break.
The late Chief Gani Fawehinmi was a man of many parts. A social critic, human and civil rights lawyer, philanthropist, politician, and a senior advocate of Nigeria, he was a passionate man. As an author and publisher, Gani Fawehinmi also had a passion for books. Little wonder he set up the Gani Fawehinmi Gallery and Library in the Alausa area of Lagos State. The Channels Book Club paid a visit to the library for a glimpse of the building that houses an upcoming gallery.
Apart from maybe biographies and autobiographies, this economists, for example. So we also have books that deal on specific subjects.
An impressive array of books, the library is a stable environment for readers to assimilate. And these readers testify.
I've been here for a while, for close to a month now, and it's been a very good experience. I've been to a couple of other libraries, but coming here was a different experience. It's a very conducive environment, for reading, for focus. They have lights, throughout the day, the AC, everything is working very well. They have very good books also, and I was really impressed with their archive of newspapers. They have newspapers from the 1970s to date, so you can do a lot of research, historical research, and they have a lot of very good equipment. I'm really impressed with the facility here.
Well, I come to this library all the way from Igbeda. And I'm a law student of National Open University, and I come to this library because I have all the reference materials, and it's very, very good, very comfortable place to read. You have everything around here. We even have a restaurant upstairs. So if you come here in the morning, you're sure everything is around for you, for the whole day.
This library for me is conducive, fully equipped with necessary materials, and me being a law student, I have access to law reports, dictionaries, encyclopedias, and legal textbooks.
Next, we're taken to the history section, where the late lawyer's journals are stored.
In the archives here, we also have biographical materials on Gani Fawehinmi. That's talking about...
All these are about Gani Fawehinmi?
Yes, but there are 420 biographical materials.
420
volumes.
volumes.
Yes.
If I'm right, this is a volume, right?
This is a volume, yeah.
This is one.
Oh, thank you. So here you will see...
This is one volume?
Yeah.
On Gani Fawehinmi?
On Gani Fawehinmi.
And there are
420 of these.
Of this.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Interviews granted by Gani, stories about Gani, stories on Gani, all well documented. Newspaper cutouts.
Wow.
On Gani Fawehinmi.
I need help with that.
Oh, yeah. For example,
So these are just interviews on Gani.
reports about Gani, you know. Yeah, like here you can see this story. It's on Gani. You can see the government will deny. This government will deny anything, says Chief Gani Fawehinmi.
Typical.
This is 1992, June 14.
92.
Yeah.
So
And
that was
here
Babangida's government.
yeah, that should be. That should be.
Yes.
This is Femi Falana and Ramson
Beko,
Kuti. Beko,
Ramson
Ramson
Kuti,
Kuti.
who is now late.
Yes.
Incredible. So what you have here are just newspaper cutouts about Gani Fawehinmi.
About Gani
You
Fawehinmi.
have 420.
420 of this. Yes.
Wow. So was it Gani's habit and culture of documenting and collating all these materials that led eventually to the library? What's the story of the library?
Yeah, something similar. Actually, when Gani was studying abroad, at a point when his father died, he found it difficult maybe getting books. So he found solace in a public library abroad. And that sort of started gingering him, you know. He started thinking of a library. That was when he started dreaming of setting up a library like this. So it's been a long dream that is just coming to pass now.
Okay.
So, well, he became a lawyer. Of course, supported, a library supported his law firm. But even at that, he was also thinking of a public library. He thought of a library where if you needed any material, you would just come to Gani Fawehinmi Library. So even before he died, he was already setting up this place. This is the permanent site, you know.
Okay.
We occupy 3 floors there, and everything is captured in his will, even about this library. That he should occupy 3 floors there, everything is captured in the will.
He specified the number
Yes,
of floors.
yeah, it's specified. So we have 3 floors on this edifice, you know, NLP house. So 3 floors. Here we are in the archives. I've taken you around. We went to the main library and also the reserve section. So these are the 3 floors, you know, housing the library. Don't forget, I earlier showed you where the gallery would be. So here it's a public library, as I told you now. Membership from across, you know, the society. Different people. We have doctors here, we have lawyers who are members. And there are different categories, of course. You know.
So it's not just a law library.
No.
I mean, I've seen so many interesting books.
Yeah, it's no longer a law library. It's not a law library. We have different people from different professions.
About how many volumes of books do you have here?
Yeah, we have over 1 million volumes. Wow. Over 1 million volumes, including the archives. We have over 1 million volumes here. So we have different categories here. We have the category that accommodates students. We have the next level, we have the next level. So whatever category you belong to determines what you have access to.
Okay.
For example, the first category for students will have access to books because that's what they need virtually. The next category, you have access to books and newspapers and magazines, the current ones. Then the next category, you have access to even the archives. So it's not everybody that has access to the archives. It depends on where you belong.
Ask you, when you put this library within the context of a society where the library culture is not so strong, what has been your experience?
Yeah.
Have people been coming in? What was it? Give us an idea of the number of people.
To my greatest surprise, people are coming. I think Nigerians have been deprived of good libraries. If you provide library facilities, Nigerians are going to come out to patronize. Most people that come here, they're always like, wow, we never knew such a place existed. I would be looking for a place like this. You know, so Nigerians are ready to read, but they need facilities. They need library facilities. So the response has been wonderful. people have been coming, and is just because many of them are not yet aware. The more they become aware, the more they come.
Did Gani see to the completion of this place before he died?
Not really. He was still alive when the materials were being moved to this place. But it's a professional library. In fact, a consultant was employed to help set it up. So he was around when the materials were being moved, but he was not alive when we now launched to the public.